brothers from Africa. We was once happiness pursuers. Now we backstabbing, combative and abusive. The African and Arab are at they most Muslim. We should be moving in unison, disputes are in. Bounty hunters and Grape Street get cool again. Substandard housing, got the young running rampant wildin'. Poor phantom making styling. Mask on his face, grabbing his Ruger. Say nobody know I shoot you, man, you expiring. Plus 25 and he does it like a man inside with black, white pride and Mexican survive the best he can. Strap a shake to his style. Why don't we all collide? Why don't the young die? Extortion, murder, and burglary. Tattoos his chest as his enemies don't deserve to breathe. Everyone deserves to learn. Every child deserves.
All right. Hello, gods and goddesses. It's your girl, Goddess Masterpiece. And I'm back with another video. So I said, state of emergency. But niggas is on social media dancing. And yeah, I'm talking about Diddy, his whole state of emergency on revolt. I wasn't going to say much about it because the people on there didn't have any solutions. So, but now I see that he did a little dance battle with a couple of celebrities. J-Lo, one of them, his ex. Allegedly, they were supposed to be raising money for these coronavirus individuals that need help. How you doing, Aaliyah, Miriam? Thank you for tuning in, sis. Yeah, so state of emergency, but these niggas is dancing. Yeah, good morning. Thank you so much, Author Empress Simone. Listen, state of emergency. Meanwhile, they got money, but they're not using their own money to fund anything. And let me address this. Grand Rising, Ezekiel, I hope I'm saying that right. Ezekiel Alfred, too. Okay, thank you for tuning in, King. I'm getting tired of people saying, stay home. Stay home, stay home, right? But what about the essential workers that can't stay home? What about those individuals? Everybody doesn't have the luxury of not making a living. Okay, I see a lot of memes on social media. I just had to deactivate my Facebook page. I don't know. I might decide to come back on, but I'm annoyed because the mindsets of the people. I don't care if I have almost 2,000 followers on Facebook, but if you know what I mean, if 1,500 of them have a sleeping mindset, then I don't want to deal with it. Okay, I just don't want to deal with it. That's all I keep seeing, but nobody has real solutions. If you're going to tell people to stay home, then let's help those people stay home. You understand? If you could tell somebody how to live their life, then you can find a solution as to how they could stay home successfully for whatever amount of time they're quarantining us, because we don't even know yet. School is supposed to start back next Monday. That's not happening. So how are people going to stay home? How are we going to make it? Yes, I'm so tired of hearing it too. When there's people that have not been able to stay home, what about them? Do you want the nurses and the doctors to quit? Do you want the grocery store clerks to quit? Do you want the Uber Eats and the supermarket shopping app workers to quit? And then what are we going to do? What's the plan B after that? That's all I'm saying. If you're going to, I can never tell somebody to stay home because I have not been able to stay home. I quarantine for a few days at a time, and then I have to go out if we run out of toilet paper. I have to go out if my kids need milk to eat. Okay? So, you said, I don't understand why the government didn't shut everything down, like rent, etc. Thank you. Again, the traffic cops were still out up until last week. I haven't been seeing them lately. I've gotten quite a few tickets. Meanwhile, the Department of Finance, where you can fight that ticket, is closed. So how is that even fair? I can't even fight something that may be given to me in error, But you have your workers out here risking their health too to give a ticket because the city is broke. And they're going to try to find every way for them to make their money, even if it's on the backs of us. Arthur Emperor says, how did Italy and China do it? Did they cease the bills for everyone? Do we know? I was told some of these places implemented universal, what you call it, like a universal stipend payment for their citizens. It wasn't just a one-time $1,200 and you're on your own. I think these people are getting monthly installments to help them live their life, monthly stimulus packages. You know what I'm trying to say. It wasn't a one-shot deal. Yeah, they shut everything down. You see, they cleaned the streets. What are we doing over here? I was watching something, a video yesterday about the housing projects in New York and how over 1 million residents live in the projects as a whole in New York City, and how they don't have the same access to information. A lot of the people that live in NYCHA don't have Wi-Fi. They don't have cable. They may not have a smartphone. They might have a standard cell phone. So they don't have the information to be able to protect themselves. There's nothing, posted on the walls for them to be able to go on. So they are at a disadvantage. Okay. And then people want to talk about generational curses. Yeah, I've talked about it too. The diets that people have, but people are not discussing why that is and why that continues to happen. All right. It's not all these people's fault that in their neighborhood, all there are is bodegas. And in those bodegas, although they may have some produce, it's not fresh. It's beaten up. It's abused. It's rotten. Okay. They got the cat sleeping on the bread. Listen, their idea of nutrition has been the corner store, the Chinese food store, and whatever bullshit supermarkets they decide to put in the hood that don't carry fresh produce, fresh meats. Everything is the bottom of the barrel. And I know this to be truth because when I went to school for culinary arts, our chef instructors, our professors for the management part told us this. The urban communities get the bottom of the barrel food. Okay? And then who do you think gets the best foods? The white neighborhoods, the upper class neighborhoods. Right. Or the Empress Simone. That is a good way to handle it. Now, I think it was supposed to be for a period of 3 months. I saw that somewhere. Don't quote me, and I don't know exactly what country, but there has been countries that implemented a monthly stipend. And basically, they're saying it might come to the United States, but that is a form of communism because now you're putting everybody on the same level. Okay, nobody is greater than anybody. Well, that 1% is still going to be greater, but as far as the average person, they're trying to wipe away classes. So that's why there's some Americans that are fighting against that, because that's basically like we're all on public assistance. That's basically what that is. You said food, desserts. Yeah. Like I said, I used to work near Marcy Projects, and I was pregnant at the time. So, I'm trying to find something good to eat. Now, this is a community that is mixed. There's half of Jewish people and half Black people. What's crazy is the Jews got it all wrapped up. It's nothing but Jewish restaurants, stores. The post office is even run by Jews. And what do the African Americans have? Nothing. In that area, nothing. Not a store. I have not seen it. It's either the Ox, the Hispanics, or the Jews that have stores. We don't have any stores. So I used to go looking for something to eat. You either got the bodegas, which I don't want that every day. Or you have the Jewish bakery, which I used to end up. The funny thing is, guys, I didn't grow up around Jewish people. So I don't know. I didn't know. When I first walked in the bakery, I walked out. I was like, oh no, I don't belong here. And I didn't think they would serve me or wanted to even be served by them because of all their rules and, oh, Gentiles can't touch them and all that. I'm like, so why would you take my money? So when I went back to my coworkers, like, what do y'all eat around here? Because I went in this Jewish store and I felt uncomfortable. They were like, oh no, they'll take your money. They're not going to touch you. They might not be so very nice, but they'll take your money. So I used to order from this place, and they weren't like mean or nasty or anything, but I would have preferred, to support my own sometimes. And it's very hard to do because not too many of us are in where we run food industries. We might be a manager at a restaurant. We might work at Wendy's or Taco Bell. But are we running these industries? Hey, King, thank you for tuning in, Edsel Peterson. Are we running it? That's all I'm saying. Gates and Kosky go by Woodhull. Right over there. Where I was at was that Nostrand and Park Avenue. I think that's Nostrand and Park where I used to work. It's definitely on Park Avenue. And Marcy is not Marcy, Myrtle. Because Myrtle, oh Lord, Myrtle Avenue and Broadway was the epicenter of K2 fatalities. It was bad over there. But yep, right over there, Jewish town. Then sidebar. What you said? Absolutely not with what? Sidebar. I didn't know that much about Jewish people, like I said, but I was learning a lot by working there. So it was a Hispanic girl that worked there as well, and she said these Jewish men love Black and Spanish women, and I'm like, no way. They're so religious. They don't, they don't acknowledge us. So I don't think that's true. She said, listen, she had a Jewish man run down on her one night, begging her for sex. Okay. How you doing, Lawrence Tinsley? Thank you for tuning in, King. Yep. Oh, you said we not running nothing. We not. Now, a lot of people got their stimulus checks last week. I don't need to know who got it because I don't want to impose on anybody's personal business. I didn't get mine yet. I don't even know if I'm going to get it because I didn't do my taxes for 2019 and I have a different bank account. I closed that bank account from the 2018. Now, there's a way, and thank God for Cash App, they link you to the IRS to be able to change your account information. If anybody needs that, let me know. But you can look through if you have Cash App, they link you through to where you can give the IRS your updated information. Yes, Lawrence, they love Black women, but I'm going to get back to that. So I'm saying, like, now's the time for us to use that money if we can. Maybe not the whole thing, because I know people have rent, they have to eat, they need to live, to survive. But can we pool our money together to build something? Even if it's like, and I know we all from different places, right? I get it. But you could pool together with people in your area. We need to really focus on food and shelter, because that's another thing I want to talk to y'all about. But let me address your comment about they love Black women. I had no idea Jewish men were like that because they act so, religious, like, their women are the end all to be all. But Jewish women have a lot of similarities with Black women. Why? The wigs and the weaves, because once they're married, they have to wear a wig. They said their children cannot see them without a wig. And my Jewish boss was like, he spends thousands on his wife's wigs because he hates the wiggy, the look. He likes the expensive looking wigs. Thank you, Lawrence Tinsley. No, I know they go off of it, but they're also trying to use that deposit information. That's where I messed up. I don't have the same bank account. I had to reopen a new account, so I had to give them the new information. You understand? Because what's going to happen if you don't have the same bank account information from when you filed 2018, they are going to mail that check, and that's not going to come right away. It's not going to come this week. So let's see. I'm praying that it'll go through quickly because I want to work on my business. I want to work on how to really help. This is a part of it, but I really want to become the activist that I know I can be. So I put these things out there, not just to talk. I really want to do something, but I know I need the resources to do it. And I want it to come from my own pocket because that's just who I am. But I want all of us to win. So when you get your money, y'all need to find like-minded individuals and figure out how we could tap into these industries. I want to start a garden, but I know I need a space because I live in an apartment. I don't have a whole house. So I can't use their, space, their yard. So I want to figure out, can I rent a space? Because I want to start grow my own crops and not worry so much about going to somebody's supermarket for everything. Okay, looking to support an urban farmers. Some will ship items to you. We can start small and expand. So support urban farmers. Thank you so much, Author Empress Simone. See, these are things I'm glad I'm talking to like-minded individuals because y'all teach me a lot. Because that's what I want to do first and foremost. I'm a foodie. So if the food is not right, I'm going to be miserable. So that's first and foremost for me. Now, we need other things. We need people in other industries because it's a takeover. We can't focus so much about, the election, is Donald Trump going to win? It's two evil motherfuckers pinned against each other, Biden and Trump. And I don't want to vote for nobody. So I'm not even going to focus on that right now. I want to focus on what we could do to make bread. You say you have an urban farm you can follow on Instagram. She's pretty dope. Thank you so much. And even that, maybe I don't have to be the one to literally do the farming, but maybe we can donate. You know what I mean? And know that we have crops coming in. Something. We have to do something. Good morning, Papa 2020. Thank you for tuning in. XO Peterson, my check going towards a 3D printer. Good for you. And what are you going to do with that? Because I need somebody that does graphic design. I need a logo for my brand. So if you do that, drop your prices, drop your info, because I need that, right? I'm also working on my nonprofit organization. That's taking some time because, again, resources. And then, a lot of lawyers are not working right now. I called one of my lawyers. He said they can't tell me any information. Everything is on pause. They're not going into the office. Whatever cases they had, everything is on pause. Okay, so I can't really move forward legally with my business until this whole thing is starting to clear up. Paul Gray says all non-black men love black women. It's a fetish desire, a word of mouth that black women can roll those hips. I'm sorry. Oh my God. That is the truth though. But then we're only sexualized. We're not looked at as somebody to keep around. That's the problem, which sucks. Randy Robinson, I can help you with a logo. Okay, let me know. Drop your information in the comments because I just, realized that my brand needs some work. So yeah, I need logos. I need more structure, more formats because this is what I want to do, period. And it ties into other things I want to do. And even just to connect the people, like I had so many ideas for 2020 that now can't really happen until we know what's going to happen. But it's just different things. Like I want to do a singles mixer. I wanted to do like a dance-a-thon everything is gonna have prizes and laws. I would never have people just doing these things for nothing. But yeah, I want to do things like that to connect the community in a positive way. Let me see what you guys are saying. And so Peterson said, I worked at ABC for 8 years as a graphic artist. I can help too. Oh, nice. Drop y'all information. Listen, let's figure it out. He said, follow at Urban Farm Sister on Instagram for all urban farming questions. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Y'all are a godsend. I need this whole list. You can message me on Instagram at I am Jerusta or email me at Robinson Randy. Okay. Thank you so much. Is that right? Ymail or is it Gmail? Yeah, thank y'all though. I appreciate it because it's time to get it popping. It's time to stop letting this depress us. We see what type of time the government is on. A lot of new developments are coming about. Let me share it with y'all. I don't know if I mentioned this in another video. Oh, I said it right. Excuse me. All right, just making sure. I never heard of Ymail, so I was just making sure. All right, cool. Oh, it's a version of Yahoo. Okay, cool. Because I'm just used to Gmail at this point. Let me see. Nice. Thank you so much for dropping your handles. I'm definitely going to figure out how we can move forward with this because that's what I'm trying to do. So I was on Indeed.com just looking at jobs because things are changing and they have to go with the time. So I'm trying to see where these employees' heads are at. So I'm looking at, entry level positions. And one that stood out to me was a company based in Queens. I think I did mention it. And they are looking for people to call people's homes so they can sell them. They want to buy out people's homes. And now's the time where they're just starting this business. So it's like they're expecting either people to leave, they're expecting people to not be here. Because why do you want to buy people's homes? All of a sudden in mass. Like that's what it is. They're trying to buy homes. Also, there's another position that a friend of mine told me about that sounds kind of suspect, but I don't want to totally put that out there to them because I know we all need money, right? I can't tell somebody, oh, don't work, don't stay home, right? This company is like a research company, and they want individuals to test people driving up in their cars for COVID-19. Now they're saying you're not going to have any contact with these people. I don't know how. If they're driving up, you have to test them. But anything like that just sounds suspect to me. Okay, especially where they want to hire felons, they want to hire en masse. Is this an experiment? It's like it's fucked up how when you are looking for work or people feel like you're desperate, how they try to take advantage. And I feel like that's what the Census Bureau tried to do. I was one of those. I was like, oh, they pay $28 an hour. I went through the process to work for the census, to be an enumerator. It felt weird to me at the time because when we did the fingerprinting, they said, okay, it's going to take 2 weeks to a month for your results to come back. A month went by and it's still nothing. So I called and they were like, oh, yeah, well, that means that your paperwork is coming in the mail. Just wait for it. Never happened. And then 2 weeks later, restaurants shut down. The world is shutting down. And it's funny how now they have celebrities pushing the census, pushing us to, oh, just fill out the census online. Well, what happened to all the people that y'all were hiring en masse? What about those people? Forget about them, right? Forget about people that were really waiting for that money. And now just fill it out online, right? So, like I said, it's all shady business to me. The world is one big pyramid scheme to me. Okay? I want you to be a consumer of my business, but you also could be a independent contractor. That's a way just to get customers. Reel them in by giving them a false sense of making money. The world is a pyramid scheme. And it's annoying at this point. So that's why I'm like, now my focus is being a business owner, because working for someone else gets you in this position, hanging on a fucking thread and not knowing what you're gonna do next. Aaliyah Miriam, let's see what you're saying. Said, I haven't filled out for the census. Felt like something was up with it. Yep, and I won't be filling it out either. Fuck them. Fuck the job. I don't care if they call me now. Fuck them. Matter of fact, if I do take the job, I'm gonna do my own census. How about that? I'm gonna conduct my own questions. Like, you trying to get free? You trying to be free? You trying to be woke? Or you want to continue to listen to the government because they're full of shit? I'm not with it. I was supposed to do, like I said, I do election day workers. I don't even care about none of that shit no more. If I'm doing it, I'm infiltrating the system. I don't care. Because they fuck us over left and right. When you try to do shit the honest way, okay, look at what happens. Yeah, so I just want us to win. That's it. That was the reason of this. I'm gonna come back with some celebrity topics. I didn't want to mix the two in, but there's a lot of bullshit going on. It's a lot of bullshit going on. And I'm just like, celebrity, if shit don't turn around, there's not gonna be no celebrities. They suffering, y'all. They desperate. They doing shit that don't even make no sense at this point. But they gotta keep their name out there. So we're gonna be the new celebrities. Okay? No black tangibles, no vote. We not getting tangibles, no vote. Period. And I damn sure I'm not impressed with Biden. I'm not impressed. Oh, vote Democrat. That fucking ship has sank. We're not just voting Democrat just for the sake of voting Democrat. They're all fucking evil. All of them. They so busy throwing shade at the president, they not acknowledging what's really going on behind the scenes. Okay? That's all they doing is trying to find a way to show the lack of intelligence that the president has. But guess what? It makes them look bad. It still makes them look bad because nobody's coming with real solutions for the everyday average person. Okay? Stay home is not a solution. We need something bigger than stay home. We need y'all to come out door to door. Hire en masse to come to people's homes to help them to see if they're all right. You could come to people's houses with the PPE. We doing a wellness check. Are y'all okay? Do you need PPE? Do you need help with something? Are you aware of what's going on? Give pamphlets of information. No, they're not doing none of that shit. Survival of the fittest. You know what I'm hearing a lot of these millionaires and billionaires saying in the comments? Oh, because it's people giving respect to the essential workers, the grocery store workers, the Uber drivers, the low men on the totem pole. They deserve our respect. So you got people in the comments like, well, what about the CEOs that gave them a job? Yeah, but y'all not doing the work. So because you got the money, you're supposed to give respect? No. Respect comes when you actually care. If you're a CEO that actually rolls up your sleeves and gets your hands dirty, that's who gets respect. Yes, Biden, yes, creepy Clinton vibes. All of them are creeps, from Dr. Fauci, creep. He just reminds me of like a clone, or like somebody that's masked, like it's like the devil is underneath that little facade. Like, he just don't look right to me. I don't trust none of these individuals. None of them. How Africans being treated in China, The media, mainstream media, is not talking about that. But they was promoting this hotline for xenophobia. I'm not with it. I'm tired of hearing shit and we not doing nothing about it. We just accept it. I'm tired of accepting shit. All right? Like I said, don't let somebody in my family pass away and they saying we can't have a funeral for them. All hell is going to break loose. Okay? It just is. It's not right. And it's not right that we are so accepting of the bullshit. So, with that being said, y'all, I'll be back with some more topics a little later. And I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. This is another episode of the Shyt List Podcast. I'm now on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Anchor.fm. And I don't know if I'm going back to Facebook yet, but y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to put my handles in the description box. Have a blessed day, guys. Love y'all.